Welcome back, everybody. We're going to the next layer in our Donkey Kong Bananza playthrough. And first we have to go down this hole, which allows you to hit some gold here and there and stuff, but kind of just something to hide the load times, I think, more or less. And so we're just going to hit these ores here. If I can even hit them. There's one. And then you go into the light and you're not actually dying, you're just going to the next layer. This is going to be Hilltop layer. This is a
Let's check it out.
fairly quick layer compared to what we've seen so far. I don't know what your idea of quick is, but when we took about 2 hours in Lagoon Lair, this is probably about a quarter of that, maybe. Maybe a little bit more than that, I don't know. So we're in Surf Hills here. And it's just a lot of mountains everywhere. As you can see, it's pretty open. And there's our 5 red bananas. That will give us a skill point right away. I've been trying to attack the Bananza skill points just because I feel like we're going to need those quite a bit later. So if we can use that more, I think that's going to be beneficial. It'd be cool to have Kong armor later on when they allow it. And then it teaches you how to roll, although I feel like it already taught us how to roll, so I'm not sure why that's a thing, but I'm just following this little blue dude. And then you get to talk to him.
A rock is talking? Did boy do this to you
That's
too?
rich, Pauline. A rock was already talking, and it was you. You're oddly close to this rock.
Okay.
Oddly close to this rock. It's kind of crazy. And then we're going to go to these shops here, and you can actually break them down every time, which is funny. So this is the first time we'll be able to actually see the shop a little bit. I thought about buying, like, a different color for DK, but I think I'll hold off for now. Just because we don't have a ton of fossils, so I want to keep those for as long as I can currently. I think that'll be a better idea. And this guy will give you bananas for chips and some gold. Since we have tons of chips and tons of gold, I figure we might as well get a bunch of bananas here. And it goes up by 10 chips and 20 gold every time, I think. I don't know how long this goes because I think I went something like 5 times here and then I got bored with it. I'll probably come back later and get more, but felt like it was a little bit overkill once I got to the skill point.
You probably just keep going.
There's another one of those.
And I got another skill. What?
And I just felt like Charge Punch would probably be a good one. Fast Charge, sorry, not Charge Punch.
Sure, give me another banana.
And I even went for another banana. Like, I thought this guy would run out of bananas. He just has endless bananas. He just keep going and going and going. Then there's a bunch of stuff in here like maps and balloons, apple juice to fill your health, melon juice to activate a bonanza. So I think I bought like one map just to see. I mean, really unnecessary. Ended up just being some ammonite that you probably would have found anyways, so like, you're just wasting money if you do that. Too much. Unless you absolutely can't find it, which is probably what they're trying to do, right? You'll come back to these levels later and then try and find the rest of the stuff you missed. And that'll be when you buy that stuff. You'll probably have endless money at that point anyways, so you won't even need to worry about it. And that is what this is for. A stoplight on her head. But if you ring that gong, it's an elevator and she'll take you back to a previous spot. So that's the way you do that. That's something like I was concerned about when I was doing Lagoon Lair and everything. I felt like maybe I wouldn't be able to go back. So I'm glad that we can actually do that and go back at this point. Makes me not worry so much about like collecting every little thing. Pauline's got a hell of a voice, I'll tell you that much.
Nice.
Only 30 in this level. I think there was quite a bit more on the levels, so it shouldn't be too bad to collect everything in this layer at some point, but I think I'm just gonna do that like at the end of my playthrough, go back through everything and find it all. I just don't particularly like trying to do all that stuff at once because it makes your playthrough really long. I like to kind of find things organically as much as possible. Trying to find this fossil and I ended up on the wrong side of it. At least so I thought. I thought it was going to be in here, and it wasn't in here at all. It was... I think it was like on the outside, like right in the open. It's just crazy how much you can destroy in this game. Kind of reminds me of Battlefield Bad Company back in the day, how it was just fun to cause chaos in the weirdest places. Take down a whole building or something like that. That's kind of how this feels. And I'm surprised with the horsepower of these consoles and PCs now that we haven't seen more like progressive destruction like this. Definitely makes the games more fun. Gives you more to explore than just a random open world, you know? Yeah, I'm really trying to find this thing and it's not even close to where I'm at. Bear with me, I'll find it. Eventually. Yeah, it was sitting right there the whole time. Oh, that's annoying.
Is that what they're considering the fossil?
And that is why you don't try using a map yet. You might as well just go look for everything yourself first and then do a map if you absolutely need to later.
We had the bigger.
Just kind of seemed like a wasted bunch of time. Well, we can go and... This is kind of fun because the mud makes it impossible for you to move around. But if you get rid of enough of it, you can actually go after this little guy who has a bunch of chips on his back. So I just got rid of like so much of his stuff here that I was having trouble moving. And we're going to be able to actually hit him and get all these chips. Look at all these chips. There's tons of them. I didn't even get it. He left some over there too, so... There's that as well. You have that platform that you're gonna create yourself, and then we have another challenge room here. Another 3 bananas in here. Shifty Platform Road.
It's so much to see in this game.
Oh, this one was actually pretty fun. You have to like throw everything and get across as quickly as possible before these platforms go away. There's our first banana. And if you're not careful, this one's really easy to miss. It's very hard to angle this too. It's got to be at the top to do it. Then you have the cement here. You actually need to break more open. Break it. And there's the second banana. That one's super easy to miss. I'm surprised I got it. Blast you open. Here you have to be fairly quick, but nothing too crazy. Like, I thought this was going to be harder than it was.
No.
You have to take a piece every time. And just go across. And there's your third banana. And you completed the room. Like I say, it worked out quite well. Finding that second one, because that could have been something that took a really long time to do. So I was surprised that I got it so quickly. If you roll into a jump, DK jumps a little bit farther, so it's a little bit of a hack to get him to move quicker. We have another challenge room here.
Top layer.
This one is a weird one. I did not do the Bananza first here. I probably should have. That would have been easier. I didn't know how far this really went down, so I thought I was doing a little bit better than I was. gotta get through this layer, and it's just, you know, I can't close. But I had to retry this one.
Tough. Wonder if you can.
Even the second time here, like, I still feel like there's a better way of doing this. I thought Bananza would take me through this a lot quicker, and it just didn't. Just didn't seem to get through it until right there, and I finally got down there really quickly. That's another room complete. More skill points. And that's where we upgrade the charge punch. Slowly becoming pretty powerful.
Like Luigi there.
It's pretty nice to have more abilities now. Bonanza really helps with a lot of the more difficult enemies.
Okay.
And you can use it whenever you need to do it. So it's not like you need to wait for something specific. And we can roll down the hill here. These little volcano things, they always give you a lot of ore. Old, I don't know what it is. Oh. See, I felt like I was helping them here. I don't know that I actually was, but it's nice to smash everything. Ended up finding a chest underground randomly, so that was cool. And then when I got up, I found another chest. Just go over here and get closer to the place that we're trying to get to, which is this construction site here. All you have to do is throw something at those. I didn't learn that until later. And this sinkhole is plugged, so we have to try and get rid of this purple goo. I don't know, what do you call it? Goo? You call it hardened goo? So now I see this challenge room over here. Decided to go to that one. We'll pop in here and see what's up. This one's a pretty fun challenge. It's a speed challenge in a way. Or no, that different one. This one is trying to get up here and get all the bananas without having these things knock you away. But you can kind of control where these spike balls go. And it took me quite a while to find the final banana, which I think ended up being the second banana, if I'm not mistaken. But this is where this challenge really gets cool.
Alright.
You can break open this wall and make them go down quicker. Or you can hold on to this and take it up there and do more damage. I didn't hold on to it, I just got these ones here. but I managed to grab this and then create a crater here. So they start going down quicker. And so once I realized that, then I started making it bigger. Now most of them are going down like that. What I didn't know is that there's actually a space underneath that I missed. But again, just tried to create the biggest hole I could there, so most of these went down there. And so I went through here a little bit, tried to see if I could find another banana, because obviously that's the last one, so the second one should be before this somewhere.
2 bananas.
So I took that, that's fine. Then I had to backtrack a little bit. And I figured, you know, could be here. Could be underneath this rock or something. But I went underneath here and couldn't really find anything. So kind of abandoned that idea. After I created my own little cave deal here. I went all the way. Just went out this little hole here. I figured it had to be probably over here. So I went down into the rock a little bit over here. And it was kind of like, alright, well, where could it be? So I kept checking. Couldn't find anything. And went out here, tried to figure out if maybe it was under here somewhere. That I can see. Go through here a bit more. Still nothing. Went all the way through. And like at this point, it's like, where could this possibly be? So, back to the drawing board a little bit. And that's when I kind of went back here, because I couldn't figure out where it possibly could be if it wasn't there. But it just wasn't really making sense. I don't even know if I ever found this. Like, it was really difficult to figure out. So that's when I kept going. I'd been everywhere else, and of course you look down there, and there's some carrots. I think those are carrots. And so you drop down. And it's like, alright. There's the banana. I don't think those are carrots, actually. Beets, radishes, maybe? Something like that. So now you have to look up, and there's that catwalk that you can go across. Of course, something so simple, but didn't even like cross my mind that it would be here. take this, and you have to blast that wall away or you won't be able to get across. There we go. Just make sure you don't fall off because it's very easy for DK to fall for some reason on these things. But you can get right over the banana and drop, and there's your third banana. And we're done with this challenger. That one took a bit longer than I would like, but at least we figured it out in the end. Felt like that was pretty easy once I actually took a look at everything.
Is that a flying banana?
I do like how the different terrain bothers DK.
Oh, boy.
And this banana is flying around, but it kind of reminds me of the Hammer Brothers, where you have to wait for it to go by and miss the projectile as you hit this thing.
Okay.
But you gotta actually time it right because it does go down when it gets to you. So, like that. It's gonna come to me now. And just hit it, and there's another one. The flying banana. These little spike balls don't really attack you or anything, which is nice. They just are a nuisance. You can't climb this mud, so you have to kind of get rid of it. Then you gotta go all Bananza here to get through here. And there's a hidden banana. There'll be another skill point. I feel like we're just like raking in these skill points at this point. I really wasn't sure what to put this one into, so I just kind of left it. That's another one down. There's another secret opening with a bunch of ammonite. Actually get up to make the move. And there's also one up top. We gotta get rid of some of this mud first. And sometimes you fall. Just gonna try going that way, but ended up being easier to just go around. Keep falling. I don't know what is wrong with me right now. So now you can go up here.
I knew it.
And finally get rid of all this. That breaks the rock people free and gives you a banana. It's an exclamation point. And we say that Pauline can do that, but she is deathly afraid of doing any singing for some reason, so I hope we get some storyline context as to what the deal is with that, but we'll see. We've got to get past these little dudes to hit that continue point. And knock the crap out of that rock, dude. There isn't much of a point to like going across there. I'm not sure why that was a thing, but yeah, just hitting a bunch of these for whatever reason. Donkey Kong does move a lot slower when he's in that, though. Dirt kind of washes away a little bit, so it's annoying to keep doing that, but there we go. Another challenge room here. There's some ammonite that needs to be taken. Pauline was scared of that door opening. This is the fun one. I enjoyed this one quite a bit. You actually have to like slide down this thing. And I didn't really know you had to do that at first, so I died.
Take both those guys out.
And I retried and just grabbed one of these.
So that's possible.
I think that the first time I did it was really slow. So the thing about this is like you can go over the thorns. It does work. Problem is like when you hit this stuff, it bounces you in a weird direction. It makes it really hard to do anything. And there are little shortcuts there that you can take, but it's really a matter of preference. You don't have to stop and get a new one either, so. Except for this. I just went right through. But, I mean, you have to do it within a certain time, because as you can see, I only got one banana. And then I dropped off the ledge just randomly like that. And I actually had to do this all over again because of that. I didn't even mean to do it. He just bounced off the end and fell off.
I did not love that.
It's super annoying. But for me, I just tried to do it a little quicker. I think I ended up falling off again a few times. I don't know. You do what you can. There it is. So bad. So bad. I will say DK does not turn well with these things either. That has been quite a big problem when I've been using those. It just doesn't seem to work quite as well as I had hoped. So I'm just trying to speed through this now. But again, it bounces you right backwards and right off the thing.
I lose all my gold on this.
I don't know how many times I did this, but eventually I get it right. Eventually.
Super fast.
I would hope. Jeez. Did it right the first time, then never again. I really don't think the thorns slow you down a ton. Just decided to take every shortcut I could on this one. Why not? Did it with 19 seconds to spare. I'd imagine you'd have to do it with like 20 seconds to spare, but
You gotta be kidding me.
I just called it a day on this one. I'll go back and do it later. I mean, shit. I only got one banana, I think, out of that. It's kind of crazy to think, like, after hitting all the shortcuts and everything, that we only did that. But I guess so. Gotta get this box that I can throw. It's a fossil that I don't even think I actually noticed when I was doing my playthrough.
Got this thing taken care of.
And then these guys have this big banana formation sitting here, telling that we could demolish it, but it would take years. They're gonna slash the price for us and make it cost 2,999 gold. So I just said to do it. That way we can go to the next level.
Yeah, I had him.
But I didn't do that yet. There's a few things I'm going to get to first.
You did it!
There's so many different things over here. Well, like I said, like the first video, I think I'm just
Not really sure what I was looking for, but there we go, down to this part. I thought this was going to be a new level itself, but it actually wasn't. It's still the next piece to this level. As you can see, they put some ammonite here. Weird spot. Weirder to fall down from that too. And then we have a secret banana here as well. So we got that one. And another challenge room here. And this one is a really cool challenge room. If you've played Donkey Kong Country, you'll feel right at home here, as it's a nice replica of DKC. Some underground portions here. Hearing the music. I thought something was going to be here, and, not really. That whole wall performing. There's a cool part here, though, that you can go underground. Get all these bins, barrels, sorry, bins. And we got the barrels. Maybe who's played Country or Land have probably remembered these barrels, and that's our first banana of this level. I missed the second banana. I'm not sure where that would have been. Could have been anywhere. I don't know. Like if it was anywhere, it's probably like right near here. But let's see, there's this little opening beneath here. I just don't know where that would go to. How you would get under there. So I just collected this banana. And didn't worry too much about the other one. I looked, but it's just nothing seemed obvious. You'd have to come up from underneath, and I just don't know where you would come up underneath. It's probably easy, but something I'll figure out later, for sure. And then we will go back to the level itself.
There was a third banana somewhere.
And we're nearing the end of this level here. This interesting little underground water portion. You're actually supposed to use that to surf, so you can surf with it along here.
Boyd is behind all of this. If he gets to the planet core, we're in big trouble.
You go down this little piece here. And I ended up carrying it somehow. And this will be the next level here, so we'll just smash this guy open, and that'll be it. And we will go on to the next layer in the next video, so I'll see you guys next time.